Greetings everyone and welcome to Joe's Music Studio. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to discuss the meaning of art and classical music, and I'm going to play a classical piece I wrote for the electric guitar. First, a discussion of art. Is this art? It's a bicycle seat and handlebars. Picasso assembled that, and it's now on the wall of a museum. Is this art? You might say, heck no, it's a wheelbarrow and two shovels. But what if the artist said, the wheelbarrow symbolizes the fullness of life and it takes two people to fill it? Okay. Interesting. Is this art? No, it's just a rusty gear, a piece of industrial waste. What if the artist said, I want it to symbolize the destruction and decay of Flint, Michigan and Dayton, Ohio and our industrial belt? Okay, it takes on new meaning. Well, certainly this isn't art, it's just a soup can. Well, tell that to the person who spent $11.6 million in 2006 at Christie's to buy it. In my opinion, they're all art. Just as valid as the Mona Lisa or any of Henry Moore's sculptures. What about music? When is something music of the people and when is it classical? Listen to this melody. Get out my trusty red violin. That's Dives and Lazarus, folk song of around 1820, and Ralph Vaughan Williams took it and put it into a classical piece that he wrote in 1939, 5 variations on Dives and Lazarus. So is it classical or is it music of the people? I say it's both. Let's look at another example. That's Going Home. A spiritual that was written in 1922, and it was Williams Arms Fisher. He wrote that, but the music was written much earlier by Anton Dvorak. It's the Largo from his New World Symphony. And when Dvorak was director of the National Conservatory of Music from 1892 to 1895. He traveled all over America gathering melodies. And we'll never know what the real source of that was. It could just have been his creation, inspired by what he heard. And Fisher put words to it, and people thought it was a Negro spiritual, but it actually had its roots in the classical music. Dvorak said, "I am convinced that the future music of this country must be founded on what are called Negro melodies. These can be the foundation of a serious and original school of composition to be developed in the United States. These beautiful and varied themes are the product of the soil. They are the folk songs of America, and your composers must turn to them." So our question remains, is it music of the people or is it classical? I say the answer is both. And what about the instruments that are used? When Tchaikovsky used cannons in his 1812 overture, are they classical instruments? What about Penderecki, the Polish composer? He uses ocarinas and musical saw and typewriters in his pieces because the sound he heard had to be a typewriter. Is it then an instrument of classical music? I say it is. So it's in that spirit that I'd like to play a piece that I wrote for electric guitar. And it's a suite for Stratocaster in 4 movements. Why a Stratocaster? Well, I like an electric guitar how it sounds. I like that it has 22 frets. A classical guitar only goes up to 19, so I can go much higher in the key of D. And I like the vibrato bar. It's not a tremolo. Tremolo is a change in volume. Vibrato is a change in pitch. So Fender got it wrong all those years. This is a vibrato bar. It's in 4 movements, and there's a short pause between each. And I always do these videos in 1 take, so mistakes are part of the play. Get comfortable here. Chords wrapped around my foot. Alright, that's better. That's about right. The first movement I played earlier when we were talking about what the same pickup sounds in 3 different guitars, so I'm reprising it here. So this is the first movement. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.